Hi there, I'm Comfy Dragon, and welcome to my series of walkthroughs on games that I consider to be comfort games. And I can think of no game that fits that description better than Spyro the Dragon. So let's get into it. Okay, here we are. So we're starting a new profile on Spyro the Dragon. The Reignited Trilogy actually came with 3 remastered games. Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. But for this walkthrough, we're just going to be playing the original Spyro the Dragon. So a little bit about me. I actually owned the original... I owned the guide to the original game before I ever owned the game. Actually... Now that I think about it, I owned it before I even had a PlayStation. So I was so excited for this game when it was coming out. And I guess I obsessed over it a little bit. For good reason, apparently, because it ended up being a great game. I consider Spyro the Dragon to be a comfort game for many reasons. One of which is the story poses you as the hero. And games like that are very comforting to me. I like saving the day, and so in this game, you are not only rescuing all of the dragons that have been captured, but you are also collecting all of the stolen treasure that has been taken from the Dragon Kingdom. So, it's pretty cool. It's also very nice to look at. I liked the original game, but the remastered trilogy looks even better, in my opinion. Please tell me if you disagree, put it in the comments down below if you like, which version you like better, the look of the older games or the look of the newer games. Let me know. Alright, so in this game, you go around freeing dragons from Crystal by stepping on their pedestals. I like that look he gives you when you free him. He's like...
Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I find that adult dragons in this game aren't particularly helpful. They usually say very little. When you step on a dragon pedestal that has already played, you have the option of replaying it or continuing. But either way, it temporarily saves your progress. So if you lose a life, everything you did before you stepped on that pedestal will be saved. So, I also think this game is comforting because you run around collecting gems, and whenever you collect all that there is to be found in the level, it gives you a 100% found icon, I guess, and that's incredibly satisfying. As you just saw, there's a flame breath attack and there's a charge attack. Both can be used against enemies to produce gems. Let's free this guy and see what he has to say.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name
He's all
is
like,
Sparks. He's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
So what he means is that Sparks serves 2 functions, one of which is to help you collect gems. Now see that gem over there? If he wasn't here, I'd have to go collect it myself. Let's see if I get closer and closer. He'll grab it for me, so I don't have to. There are some tricky situations later in the game where that matters. And he also serves as a hit point. So see how he changed from gold to blue? that means he took the hit for me. Spyro can take up to 3 hits for you before he disappears and can no longer protect you. After that, you lose lives for the damage you take. Now I'm going to show you the first skill point that you can get in the game, and that's from this little hill. You jump and jump again to glide, and voila, you land up here and get a skill point. Now, even if you're not a completionist, it is still wise to collect the skill points, because for every skill point you earn, you gain a life. And it might be nice to have those extra lives lying around in the later levels. Treetops, I'm looking at you. Alright. So, let's do something about sparks being all blue. These are called fodder. They're just tiny harmless animals that produce butterflies when flamed or charged. They actually help Sparks get his glow back. Alright. And let's see what Argus has to say.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisans' boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth.
Be sure some of
You are
that
not yet
watermelon
ready,
with
Spyro.
us.
First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Alright, so what he's saying is we can't go inside the Dragon Mouth where the boss is for this Artisan's homeworld until we complete one of these smaller worlds inside the Artisan's homeworld, such as Stone Hill. They'll be represented with a portal. So let's get a few more things, because we want to clear out the Artisan's homeworld before we start entering those portals. Not necessary, but it's very satisfying.
Twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks?
I like his
Plummeting
instrument.
into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
What is it, a lute? I don't know. I like how his advice is don't get dead? Don't die? Well, I guess really his advice is be brave, don't be afraid, which is necessary in parts of this game. So, I guess that's valid. So we'll take the little elevator up, and I am left with a choice. Left or right? How about right? I never go right first. Oops. I almost made that look real graceful. So, when you are gliding, you can pull back on the left stick to slow your descent into madness. Sorry. Can't hide weird. You just gotta roll with it. So, in here we have what is referred to as extra life. Just charge or flame the little guy. Sorry, dude. And you get an extra life. We are approaching the end of this level. I guess this homeworld. And it looks like we didn't find all of the gems. Let's talk to the balloonist.
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
A new world? Golly gee! I'll take you there, but I won't do it right now! Anyway, so if you find yourself missing 1 or 2 gems, or just a handful of gems, and you don't know where to look, they actually, when they remastered this game, stole a mechanic from one of the sequels. So you press, I guess for the PlayStation, it's L3, and Sparks does a little dance to point the way to the missing gem. And what do you know? Lo and behold, there it is. Let him see it. There he goes. Points it out. You know, he could have grabbed it while I was over there, but he sure didn't. And then we have that satisfying 100 out of 100. So nice. One last thing to show you in the Artisans homeworld is a waterfall trick. I mean, what is a video game without a waterfall trick? So we come over here. 1, 2, 3. And it reveals Sunny Flight. It doesn't matter what order you step on the pedestals, just that you step on all of them. Alright, that is it for this episode, but next time we're going to do Stone Hill, and I'll show you the hidden skill point in there, as well as how to find all of the gems and the egg. So, that is it for this episode. Thank y'all for watching, and stay comfy.